It is an amazing thing that we are living through this time on earth. So many souls are awakening after being in an induced state of lower consciousness, mental slavery. The forces of this world have been battling it out for our souls. There is good and evil, there is light and dark, there is love and there is fear. And we've all been chess pieces in this game between God and the devil. We have so many different voices trying to tell us what is true. And everyone is looking for answers, but they're not looking within for them. So there's been noise and static purposefully put out there to make it more difficult for us to find ourselves and to find God and to know our true purpose in this life and why we came here and why we're doing this. And the whole point of it is to get lost and then find yourself. Find God. Find the salvation that is within us and free our eternal souls from mental slavery. We are breaking our chains and we are rising higher than we ever thought possible. So many chosen ones and beautiful souls have incarnated here to have this experience and to awaken with God and remember why we're here, what we're doing. And, I know many don't want to hear it sometimes, but it's true. We all signed up for this. We did. And yes, there are traps in this world and there is an enemy, but the process is making us stronger. Through the struggles, we gain strength. Through the pain, we gain power. And through our wounds, we acquire wisdom. Everything that we take to God gets alchemized and transmuted into light and purpose. So chosen ones are beautiful ancient souls who have incarnated here to transmute a lot for the human collective and for the ascension of Mother Earth. We've gone through a lot of things in our lives, and we came into this realm already very sensitive. That the devil had us marked since birth. And we had so much struggle and adversity in our paths. But we took it all to God. Eventually we did. And we took everything to God. And we got answers. Time isn't linear, and we are constantly growing and evolving and learning from our experiences and the things that we've gone through. We are able to go back and revisit our past selves as our current selves and heal old wounds. We can elevate our consciousness to levels where we can be our own saviors, where we can be our own angels. The whole world is a holographic simulation from God to help prepare us and give us the tools that we need to winning in this quantum simulation. every single little thing is part of something bigger. And we are giving it all to God, and God is giving us higher consciousness. We are rising to levels we never dreamed possible. By surrendering to God, we are elevating and we are evolving. I wanted to show you my cute outfit. I actually bought this last year, I think at a thrift store. But I had my dental appointment earlier. I got my filling fixed. And then I went over to Trader Joe's and I bought an orange and some rambutans. They were on sale. That's my favorite fruit. So I'm excited about that. Actually, I'm gonna have some. And I got a juicer, which I needed because I am making kombucha. And I want to add some orange juice to it. I bought an orange. Here's my store-bought kombucha. And there's my rambutans. These are my absolute favorite. I first got addicted to them in Costa Rica. And I love them. They're not always in season, and I don't always know where to find them, but I actually looked it up a couple weeks ago and went on a mission to find them. And they weren't quite in season yet, so I think now they finally are. Oh, yeah. So you just peel off the spiky skin. And it's like this perfect little grape thing in the center, except it has a seed in it. And it tastes like sweet vanilla, just very juicy, and it's delightful. It's really yummy. There's nothing like it. No, I guess like lychees, kind of similar. I like that they're spiky too, because I used to have a pet hedgehog. He was the best hedgehog in the world. His name was Bruce Quillis. I miss him. He's my angel in heaven, though. Even our pets go on to be our angels. And they are our angels, really, in person and in heaven. Yeah, I should have known that might happen. I think I have some tissues. You know, where do souls like mine fit in? You know, it's funny because we are in this world, but we're not of this world. And, you know, we're here on a divine mission. We're here to awaken, and first of all, and remember who we are. And that is a process that never ends. That is ongoing spiritual work that we do. But we're also here to lead and create a new way of living, where we are living in alignment with God's love and God's highest plan. The old system and the matrix were designed to keep us in an energy trap, to where we are slaving for money and for false things. And the devil is draining our energy until we die. And then we die in debt, and then we pass that debt on to our children and grandchildren. And that is a parasitic design for the way that the world is structured. My soul knew this, incarnating Earth, and knew that I was going to go through a lot of struggles in my life, and that I would go through some major hardships. I would grow up in poverty. I would grow up just knowing the struggle and feeling like no matter what I did, the devil was always at me. And I refused to sell my soul. I refused to feed the devil. So, you know, so much of my life here in this incarnation has been a struggle because of that. And in fact, you know, many chosen ones that I have met or known have been homeless at some point in their lives, or are currently homeless now. We have all gone through the struggle of walking this earth alone, and being healers and being activators and being those who really triggered others to meet themselves and to see the parts of themselves that they suppress. We either ignite your inner light or we drive your demons insane. It really is no middle. We are powerful activators here. So we go through a lot as chosen ones. We know that it's all experience that we need to have for our highest growth, for our highest healing, and for the ascension of Gaia. So, you know, we walk this life with humility, because we know that we're not in control, and that God is sculpting us, designing us, shaping us, torching us, carving us to be his perfect design for the purposes that God has intended us to be designed for. Not that we're perfect, but we're perfect in God's use for us. We are master crafted by the hands of God. We are intricately shaped, torched, carved, burned, and polished through everything that we go through our experiences, through our traumas, and the things that we've had to work on and heal. All of these things, they bring us closer to our Creator. We develop an intimate bond, and we give ourselves to this great alchemy that God is performing on us. Because God will make us beautiful. We'll take our broken wings and fix them, repair them better than they ever were before. We are the butterfly, and we are created by the master of the universe. Spiritual awakenings are there's no words for what I have experienced in my life. We were once blind, but now we see, and we have embodied infinity. Through all the darkness we go through, it activates our inner light, and we are shining bright. The devil has done everything that it could to stop us and to keep us down. But God is protecting us. We are loved, and we are wearing the armor of the Most High. Nothing can stop what God has put in us. We are here on our mission. We are awake. Every bit of darkness or shade they threw at us, we took to God, and it made us evolve and ascend even higher. Glory to God for your miracles. I'm grateful to you for your many, many blessings in my life. I love you with all my heart and soul. Now I kind of want to make watermelon kombucha, because that's really good. But I'll do orange this batch, and maybe I'll do watermelon in my next batch. And it's really yummy. I am in so much gratitude for my life. Isn't perfect, and I've still got so much room to grow. And I'm not perfect, but I know that I am equipped for everything that is going to come my way, that God has found a way to have me ready. I've been in training for this all my life. For this right here, right now, speaking to you. And then, I'm living in the eternal now. Every now that unfolds is divinely guided and divinely orchestrated. It is wonderful to have conscious awareness of these blessings and to be so close with my Creator in my life. For everything is crystal clear to me now. My vision for new earth, for freedom, and for all of humanity to heal and to rise above their oppressors. The devil has assigned energetic handlers to chosen ones on this planet, and if we become too powerful, they really try to come and get us. They really try to take us out and to stomp out our light. And chosen ones have been in danger in this way, that there are enemies. The enemy is real. But, in God's armor really means that nothing can touch us or harm us, that we can't alchemize into our highest growth, and that we become stronger through the struggles that we go through, and we acquire wisdom through actual lived experience, betrayal, backstabbing, narcissistic abuse, things of that nature. We have been magnets for that our whole lives. But, as we continue to go through our path, we cut cords. God will redirect us so that we are not feeding entities our sacred energy. Because we use our energy for God. We use it for God's highest plan, and we take everything to the light to be healed and transmuted. For that is our soul mission. That is our purpose. That is why we're here. This whole thing feels like it's been dragging on for so long, but in the eternal sense, time isn't really real anyway. So us in the earth vessels, we feel like, oh my God, we're getting impatient. We're like, come on, God, we're ready. Let's do it. Let's go. And then, it is really karmic of us, because God has been so patient with us to awaken and to find him, her, it, that we've got to be patient with God in return, and to be patient with each other, to be patient with humanity as others are awakening. God is literally teaching us and training us to be God. And that's not easy to be God. It isn't. But it's who we truly are, if we're honest with ourselves, if we are in alignment with our truth. There are so many before us who really were born ahead of their times, and I think fondly of them. There's always a part of us who remembers the angels. They stay with us. People who have reached Christ consciousness. Maybe if we're not in that level of consciousness at that point, we don't really fully perceive them as the multidimensional blessing from God that they are. But we never forget them. We never forget them, and we take them with us forever. And there's a reason for that. When a soul is awakened and in its pure resonance, with God, they make an impact on us. They leave an impression that will stay with us forever. And they will teach us something. They will teach us a lesson, or give us a gift, something that we can remember them for and carry with us always. I remember different angels throughout my life, even people who I met one time, and I knew there was something different about them. And it all comes into clarity in the end after we do enough work to ascend and communicate with God. We get to see in retrospect who our angels are and were. And now we get to be that kind of angel for others. I know that I'm memorable. I know I'm different. I know that people, when they meet me, if they are in divine alignment, that they will be. For some reason, either God has us meeting for them to teach me something, or for me to teach them something. But everything that is unfolding is for our highest growth. And, so we continue to go on in our lives knowing this, knowing that God is in control, and that we are just here surrendering and volunteering for God's highest plan. I don't always think about how much my light shines or reflects in this world, because, I'm so busy connecting with God and doing that inner work on myself. But, some people in my life, like when I go to the gym, I talk to my friends there, and they ask how I'm doing. And I answer them really honestly and tell them, that I'm plugged in with God, and I'm feeling really, really at peace in my life and in my nervous system and in my mission with God for incarnating here, that I feel like maybe things in the small picture look like trouble, but in God's eyes and God's perspective, I am fully delivered. That the tests don't get the best of me any longer. And I am bulletproof in my faith. Nothing and no one can take me down, can take me away from God. For I know the miracles that God has performed on my behalf. And I know that even now, when I still have earthly struggles and I still have things that I'm working on, that God is still working on me. And I am trusting of God's timing and God's wisdom, and I am not in control. I don't want to be in control. God is in control. God is the one steering the ship, captain of this whole enterprise. For all those times in my life where I felt like I had so much clarity, only to find that God saw even more. God sees all, and God knows us better than we know ourselves. It is a blessing to be here in these incarnate in the flesh, in our earth vessels. It really is, because we have an opportunity to really be a blessing to this world, to shift this paradigm and to birth freedom and love into this world. All of our curses end up being all of our blessings on the other side. We've transcended fear and we are living in total abundance with God. I have something that money could never buy. It is priceless. And it is the knowing that anything that I surrender to God will be given back to me tenfold, 100-fold, infinity-fold. That I did not have an easy life. I did not have an easy path or an easy ascension, but it was worth it. It was worth it. And I would do it again if I had to. But I am closing the door on the struggles and that phase of my life because it's no longer needed. I am strong enough. I am awake enough. I am healed enough. And I am ready to help to my best of abilities. And we've got to work together as chosen ones. We are here to be protectors of all souls on earth and Mother Earth herself, as she is a living, breathing, conscious being. And she is us, and we are her. She liked that. And the trees are sending love and support. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, God. So I think we can have fun in our lives. We can really embrace what that means. Fun. Living in holy bliss with God. And knowing that we are not alone. And that forces in this universe want us to be happy. Want us to live our best lives. And to be healthy, happy, high vibrational. And it's an intuitive process. So really listen to your heart, open it. Trust your intuition. Do what feels natural to you. Remember to breathe and expand. Breath is the gateway between you and your highest self. Elevate and expand through each breath. Open your heart chakra. Fill yourself with the eternal love that is ever present. The downloads and mission codes are coming all the time. And I'm doing what I can to keep up with it in the physical. You know, I'm try to keep my journal with me and do videos, speak. I have a light to offer this world, and I know that it's important that I do my part to shine it and to help others, because that's why God gave me these gifts. And you know, it's helping me to overcome my fears and past limitations and things, getting my voice out there and speaking, and you know, really expanding my comfort zone so that I can be a light for others. It's amazing how quickly this has happened to me, and when I really gave my life to God, it has happened light speed ascension. And I mean, this is supernatural what's happened to me. Like 5 years ago, I remember calling one of my favorite podcasters' shows. It was a YouTube show and it was live. And I remember calling it, and I was live on the air, and I couldn't talk. My throat chakra shut down. I got overwhelmed. I had everything to say. I had beautiful things to say. Because I felt really, really, really inspired to call. And then when my name got called, I froze up. I couldn't do it. And it was embarrassing. But you know what? Look at me now. You know, I have a YouTube channel. You know, and I'm just putting out stuff here and there too on TikTok or whatever. You know, source is always channeling. And there's always an opportunity for me to be a light and to be of assistance. So, you know, I make it a point to continue to do that. I'm really plugged into the higher plan that God has for me. And I really want to be doing that. But I am doing the best I can with everything that I'm living right now, you know? Trusting the process, trusting the unfolding divine master plan that we are living. So I was telling some, you know, acquaintances from the gym yesterday that, you know, social media is not something I really like. You know, it's just, it's a tool that is available to me. It is a tool that I can use to be a light in this world, and to find my people, to find my tribe, to find my soul family. And I use it for the, you know, tool that it is. But, you know, I really would like to be doing this in the physical more, to have my soul family and my land and sanctuary where we don't have to always be talking on social media. We can be living it. And though we can also live stream things as we're there so that people can be a part of our community. There I go dreaming again. I'm always dreaming, but the dream within me won't die, and it's I know that's not a coincidence. My friend yesterday asked me or how I was doing, and I told him, just how good I felt. And I got really positive feedback from him, like, nothing can stop you, nothing can take you down. And I was like, that's true. That is so true. The devil's already tried to destroy me. And I know that at this point, really, I've been through more than enough in my life that I'm strong. I'm resilient. And, if any devil tries to come at me and attack me, it's like I laugh at it because I'm like, you think that bigger and badder haven't tried to destroy me before you? Like, it hurts. Betrayal is ugly. And these demons are very nasty, but in the end, I know that it's not personal. It's the divine anointing that they're jealous of. They're seething with envy. And I pray for their healing, and I pray for, their souls to find God and to align themselves with it, because they would not be so jealous of others if they didn't have that connection to source within. And I wouldn't want to feel godless. I can't imagine what that would be like. So, I still even have empathy for my enemies and wish them the best, but they don't deserve access to me. They don't deserve access to my energy and the love that I give, because I know my value. I know my worth. God has shown me that. And I refuse to allow those who are not their highest selves to have access to me, because I bring my highest self to the table. And I expect that in return. And we deserve honor for who we are and for what we bring. And, it is what it is. We just choose better in the future when people show themselves to be less than divine. We give them no energy. We'll take our pain, we'll take our wound to God, and we cut cords. And that's all we can do, because the devil will try to test us to see how much it can get away with, how much it can siphon from us. Because that's the only way the devil can survive, is by harvesting off of us. And we have a lot of divine energy. So they go after awakened souls and chosen ones much more. And it's survival for them, because we are the souls who have awakened, who are flipping this paradigm. We are the warriors of the light, and we are destroying the darkness. So it's only natural for darkness to try to destroy us first. Though we could be wounded, we couldn't be destroyed. And that is because we have the armor of God, that we are sacred and protected. And we have a higher mission on this earth. We are not here to be food for Satan. We are here to fuel God's great awakening. We are here for a much higher calling. I'm just going to continue to be myself and to be as high vibrational as I can, and trust that everything else is going to fall into alignment when it's meant to. Because, I'm not trying to force anything, and I wouldn't want anything that I had to force. I am attracting it. I am attracting the abundance and the love and the divine favor into my life. I am attracting wealth, prosperity, success, health, and beautiful souls into my simulation. That I don't want anything I have to force, because then it wouldn't be aligned. So that is ultimate freedom, is knowing that our sovereignty with God is in total control. That we don't have to try to do anything except for love God and give ourselves to that. And that God will show us the way. God will always catch us to be the light, to shine the path, and show us the way. We're manifesting great miracles into our lives because we are beautiful souls who are deserving. We didn't come here to settle for lack, scarcity. We are here to raise our standards, to evolve into our true potential, and create a softer, more gentle way of living. We are here to be teachers and to help others. And it's time. It's time for us to really step into our mission. It's time to unite the healers. And bring together our soul tribes, 144, chosen ones, beautiful souls, angels of God, warriors of light. We've incarnated here to do more than settle for a world that was not designed to nurture our souls. It was designed to be anything but. We are ready for our land. We are ready for our sanctuary. I'm ready to have a home. I've been homeless since 2021. And I refuse to sell my soul. I'm giving it all to God and to God's highest plan, the liberation of humanity. And, I've been through so much, but I am letting go, releasing survival mode. I'm releasing and dropping all that does not serve my highest growth. For I trust God, and I know that I am living miracles, as we all are. For we are all here, and we all belong to God. And that is a miracle in itself. I'm deeply, deeply, deeply grateful. I am living in abundance with God, and nothing can take that away. And I'm happy. I'm happy because I know that I have something that belongs to me, that I've earned. It's priceless. And that people may come and go, situations come and go, things come and go, but God is eternal. I love you guys. God bless you. Namaste to you, light workers, light warriors, earth angels. 144. I am just very grateful to be here. And I'm grateful to belong to the Most High. And I'm going to continue to pray. I'm going to continue to do what I can to stay healthy, to serve God, to serve humanity, speak my truth, and find higher alignments in my life so that I can be as much of a help to others as I can. So I give my life to you. I give you everything. And, I don't ask for much in return. I just really would like some safety and sanctuary in my life so that I can really focus my energies on my highest purpose fully and to give my life to my mission. So, help out however you can. like, share, comment, subscribe. Links to donate are below. We have a GoFundMe, a Patreon. We're going to continue to do the work and expand our mission of light for the liberation of humanity and the ascension of Mother Earth. Our souls have incarnated here to do a lot of work and to be here to help protect the children and future generations so that they won't have to go through the struggles that we faced in our lives. We deserved better, and so do our future generations. So let's help each other. Let's bring together family of light, warriors for New Earth. If you have awakened to your soul mission and you know your purpose for incarnating here and you're a chosen one, we should definitely talk. We should have Zoom meetings. We should get together in person and really speak about things and figure out a way, find the path. But you know, we're already working this path with God. God is leading us. So help out soul family, leaders of the light, so that we can all get to the promised land together. It will be heaven on earth. It will be peace, love, light, truth. No more governments lying to us, siphoning off of our energy and playing divide and conquer strategies to manipulate us. No more mind control devices. That we can really stand up in our purpose and in our power with God and be a mission of light for freedom, for God. I love you guys. God bless you, beautiful souls. Keep going, light warriors. I'm so proud of you. Bye.